Good morning. This is the day 5 recap of the India versus Australia 4 test match. Uh, it turned out to be a dull draw at the Narendra Modi Stadium in Ahmedabad as Travis Head and Marnus batted Australia to a comfortable draw. The stands were empty, so India clinches the Border Gavaskar Trophy with a 2-1 result. And this is the 4th successful test series they've beaten Australia. The day started with 3-0, and it was an early wicket of the tailender Ashwin struck. But then Travis Head and Marnus batted for a long time, and the day ended at 175 for 2 with the stumps, and the pitch was indeed lifeless, and it seemed that the match was headed for a draw once India outscored Australia, and both Head and Marnus, who's again, as I mentioned, one of the best players in the world, played out the Indian spinners, and there was no life in the pitch, and that's how the match ended. But the big news was that during the second session, India heard that New Zealand registered a thrilling test match win on the last ball with 2 wickets to spare to win the first test. Kane Williamson unbeaten on 121, and Daryl Mitchell, he had a 142-run stand. Mitchell scored 81 quick fire, and this helped India win or clinch its place to the World Test Championship later in June. So, end of the day, when the day started, New Zealand needed to score 257 runs, but due to the rain, they had to win that in 52 overs. In the early part of the match, it looked like Williamson and the New Zealand batsmen decided to play it safe, but once Daryl Mitchell got involved, the tide kind of turned, and it turned out to be almost a thriller, something that you would expect in a T20 game or a T50 game. But New Zealand gave life to India. End of the day, that's what it came down to. The draw was not going to hurt India. It came down to either India winning the test match or Sri Lanka not able to win one of the 2 test matches against New Zealand. And as luck would have had it, New Zealand helped clinch India a spot in the World Test Championship. Interestingly, it was New Zealand back earlier this year denied India the points that would have actually clinched the World Test Championship after the second test victory against Australia. So it's poetic justice, as you would call it. So with that, this would be a recap of the 4th test match, 5th day. Indeed a dull draw, but from an excitement standpoint, India clinches its spot in the World Test Championship, and they will face Australia again, but the pitches would be much different in England, and there's a lot of time between now and then where India can definitely think about what kind of lineup they would need to go with. Definitely cannot go to England with 3 spinners, but there's going to be a lot of decision time then. So it's been a pleasure giving an update for each of the test matches. I really enjoyed it. Hope you all enjoyed it as well. And I will update on the next series in a bit. But until then, have a good day.